Welcome back, Nick and Lex here. Welcome back to another video of Music with Nick, and I'm super happy you guys are here. Today we're gonna listen to some ELO, or other known as Electric Light Orchestra. I'm super excited. We've only done, I think, 1 or 2 reactions, Alexia and I, to this wonderful band, and today I get to do a marathon, and I'm super stoked to do it. This is sponsored by our good friend and subscriber Eric, or also known as GREYBEARD, GREYBEARD Music. So please thank him for this. This is gonna be awesome. We're gonna do 5 songs back to back, and we're gonna dive into some ELO. So let me pull them up, and we're gonna talk about this. If you're new to the channel, if you like what you see after the video, please give us a like. You can also subscribe to the channel. It's free of charge, of course. Here we have some Steely Dan members looking in today, joining us to this marathon. I do have my trusty guitar here. I don't know if I'm gonna play along with ELO, but I don't think so. But just in case, if something cool comes up, let's see. We're gonna start it off with, okay, Evil Woman. This is well, I pulled this from the best of. Let's see, the very best of ELO. So yeah, I don't have the year. Then Strange Magic, Face the Music. This is 1976. So I guess maybe Evil Woman must be the same year. Then we're gonna do Tightrope, A New World Record, 1976 as well. And then Living Thing, this is also from the best of. And Turn to Stone, Out of the Blue. And then we have Sweet Talkin' Woman. This is also from the best of. So you have, give me a second, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 songs. Okay, cool. Since they're all kind of short, we'll do it this way, and they're all like basically 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So we'll start off with just the order that Eric gave me, and then we'll see. So I might, pause it a little bit. I might not. Now with ELO, there is a little danger here that if you don't pause, and I know, guys, some people say, well, other reactors don't pause and they don't get their videos blocked. It's all about how many subscribers you have. And also, I don't know, it's just weird the way it works. Sometimes they block my videos even though I do pause. Sometimes they don't block them even though I don't pause. It's super odd. It's just YouTube being weird, or and here, for example, it is, since every song is tied to a record label. Sometimes artists change record labels, so the record label is the one that decides if the song can exist on YouTube, because they're making the money, not us. We're not making any money by making these videos, only from the sponsor. For example, Eric, who sponsored the video, he wanted the video to be made. So that's how we make the money. All right, so just to get it out there, because I know some people hate that we pause, and I know a band like ELO is very watched on YouTube. So just forgive me if I do pause. I just want to be safe. I don't want the channel to get taken down or the video to be taken down, because somebody did pay for this, okay? All right, so let's hit it off with Evil Woman and Electric Light Orchestra. Let's go. And thank you so much, Eric, for this request. I do appreciate it, everybody. I hope you have fun. Let's get into it. Here we go.
You made a fool of me, but the broken dreams have got to end.
Wow, so it's so good. It's so full. It's very catchy. I love the violins and I love the keyboards and the guitar and the bass and the singing, the backup vocals, just the chorus. But it sounds so familiar. I think I've heard this, at least the chorus, the evil woman, you know, that. I'm sure, I think I don't know if it's Guardians of the Galaxy, but I don't think the movies. I think I heard this in a like video game or something. There's these games called the Telltale, and you there's like it's almost like a movie, and you make like the decisions of the characters, and that those decisions affect basically the outcome of the game and the ending. I think it was in that. I'm not sure, but I think they used ELO in this soundtrack. But it's wonderful. I'm loving it. Thank you. Yeah, it's such a great, like, it's a feel good, even though the lyrics of course are evil woman, but it's such a feel good song, you know. I love the singing, and then the backup vocals, you know, or the backups do their part, and it's just a very catchy that bam 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 bum 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 bum. Gives me a little bit of Supertramp vibes, but other than that, very unique. We've done so many reactions, and they do stand out for being very original. It sounds very different from everything else. And I would love to show this to Alexa. Maybe she could make her own reaction, but this is good stuff. This is very just euphoric, happy music. I love it. So we're gonna continue with Strange Magic. Let's go, and thank you so much. Sorry about the pausing, but let's see how this goes. Nice arpeggios.
Sailing softly through the sun in a broken Stone Age dawn. You
have so many orchestration. I love it. That what you heard, that thing that sounds like, it's called a phaser actually. I have that on my guitar as well, on a guitar pedal. It's like, that's what it's called, a phaser. It sounds like a laser gun, like up and down, and you can set it like quicker or fast, quicker or slower. But I just love all the cello work, the violins. There's a lot of strings here, really cool. Let me go back a little bit. I forgot to do that in the other song.
Strange magic. Oh, I'm never gonna be the same again. Now I've seen the way it's got to end. Sweet dream, sweet dream. Strange magic, oh what a love. Strange magic, oh it's a love. Strange magic. Got a strange magic. Got a strange magic. It's magic. It's magic. It's magic. Strange magic. Oh what a love. Strange magic. Oh it's a love. Strange magic. Got a strange magic.
Okay, so that had a fade over into another song that was not the one that we're gonna do, but I love the song also, again, very catchy. They have almost like a certain of, for me, I might be wrong, but they do sound a little bit like the Beatles. And if the Beatles maybe would have continued to, make music with more technology, I guess, I don't know, maybe would have gotten something like that. But this is in a very good way. I'm saying this not to criticize the Beatles, because the Beatles, I mean, with what they had, I mean, there's still bands that don't get that kind of sound or quality or just composition, with all the, 40 years later. So yeah, just wanted to talk about that for a second. That it reminds me of the Beatles, but I would never compare them. I know the Beatles are just like an unmatched entity, of a band. But these guys are very, very close. I'm sure very inspired by them. I mean, who is not inspired by the Beatles, I guess. Okay, so this is the next song, Tightrope, a new world record. And this is, I think I said 77? 76. Okay. It's all it sounds all very, very modern for being from the 70s, almost like 80s, mid 80s, the effects. So here we go. The Tightrope.
They say some days you're gonna win. They say some days you're gonna lose. I tell you, I got news for you. You're losing all the time, you never win. No. If you believe that's how it's gonna be, I better put you down. Get off your tightrope up there, come down on the ground. You gotta save me now. You better turn around. And I looked around, I was heading down. On somebody throw me down the line. They say some days you gotta give. They say some days you gotta take. That's the way it's gotta be. Roll it over and you will see. The city streets are full of people going nowhere, making time. The change from night to day is really only out just along the line. Can't you see the sign? When I looked around, I was heading.
So crazy. It sounds so much like the Beatles. Now that I'm like over analyzing everything, but they have this really like, I guess that's why it's called Electric Light Orchestra, because there's always an orchestra in this like mix, in the mix. So I'm not gonna be like focusing on that anymore, because the cellos and the violins and just like the whole horn section and wind instruments, I mean the wind and the string instruments are just there, and but I love the whole energy, like the woo, you know, the whole, it's very energetic and very, it sounds just very positive. Like I love that about this band. I mean, you could pop this in the car and you're just in a good mood, you know. So that's like that kind of music.
Looked around, I was heading down. Oh, somebody throw me down the line. I wanna look you straight in the eye. I wanna tell you how I really feel. Yeah, I can feel the wheels are turning around. Won't somebody throw me down the line? The city streets are full of people going nowhere, making time. The change from night to day is really only out just along the line. Can't you see the sign? When I close my eyes, I was so surprised. Somebody had thrown me down the line. Stop me drowning. Somebody had thrown me down the line. Somebody.
Very cool. There was this one thing that I really enjoyed that I could like see myself playing on the guitar, this arpeggio section. Let me go back. But it's like, I guess it's easier than I thought. But you have to break them like. Because if you just play it like this, it doesn't sound so. Sometimes when this happens, like a bar as an arpeggio, you kind of like try and find them elsewhere, like. You see? I think it sounded like. Big stretch there. But yeah, that sounded really cool. I love that. That's something that I would take and maybe incorporate it into my playing, you know? Okay, so we're done with Tightrope now. Living Thing. This is again from the best of. I should have like grabbed it from the original album, but well, you know. You let me know if I have to know the year, but I'm sure it's still like 70s. Still in the 70s. Living Thing, let's go with this one. I've heard this 100%. Yes, definitely. Again, I don't know if this was the one, the Guardians of the Galaxy, but I've definitely heard this somewhere. I just don't know where, but it's very familiar, very cool. Very, again, super catchy, radio friendly. I think all these songs must have been like played on the radio like crazy.
It's a terrible thing to lose. It's a given thing. What a terrible thing to lose. I'm thinking of you can see from your worst day.
I'm taking a dive.
I'm moving in line when you look back in time to the first day.
I'm taking.
And you and your sweet desire.
Don't you do it, don't you do it.
Cause you can't help the slide floating downstream.
I'm taking a dive.
Oh, so let her go. Don't start spoiling the show. It's a bad dream.
I'm taking.
And you and your sweet desire.
Don't you do it, don't you do it.
Oh,
Yes, definitely heard this one before, but not like this. And I didn't remember all the different changes, but there's a lot of violin, like there's like you can't really hear it because there's so much happening, but there's a lot of scales going on in the back, and this one definitely, the guy, when he was doing the ba da ba da 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 bum 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 bum, that sounded literally like Paul McCartney. A little bit, you know. I mean, if you would play this to me, I would maybe confuse this with, like, I would say maybe this is the Beatles. Yeah, definitely. And then just the way they were like harmonizing and stuff, very cool, very Beatlesque, how someone would say. So now we're gonna do Turn the Stone. This is from Out of the Blue, 77. Was this the one that we did? No, so okay. So this is no, this is different. They all look kind of like, because they have this I think it's a spaceship. Let's see. It is a spaceship, like a space station. But it also looks some like a, I don't know, like a, it looks like one of those machines that play music. My god, jukebox. Okay, Turn the Stone. Here we go.
Don't shine no more. And so the songs are way down low. Turn it, a sound that flows into my mind. The echoes of the daylight, of everything that is alive. All the world. I turn the stone when you are gone. Turn the stone. Turn the stone. When you're coming home, I can't go on. The dying embers of the night, a fire that slowly fades to low, still glow upon the world so bright. Turn it, the tired streets that hide away from you to everywhere they go. Will pass my door into day. In my blue world, I turn the stone when you are gone. I turn the stone. Turn the stone when you're coming home. I can't go on. Turn the stone when you are gone. I turn to stone. Yes, I'm turning to stone 'cause you ain't coming home. I ain't just coming home. If I'm turning to stone, you've been gone for so long and I can't carry on. Yes, I'm turning to stone. The dancing shadows on the wall, the two-step in the hall, are all I see since you've been gone. Turn it, to all I sit here and I wait. I turn to stone, I turn to stone. You will return again someday to my blue world. I turn to stone when you are gone. I turn to stone. Turn to stone when you're coming home. I can't go on. Turn to stone when you are gone. I turn to stone.
Okay, this one I didn't pause, but I don't know. This one was almost like my favorite. It wasn't as catchy, but it just had this really cool like. I love that. Oh, something is going on with the amp. It has like this delay, and here. Like, I wish I could just like turn it off, and I can't. It's so frustrating. Let's see if we use the flank. So it was like going like. Let's see. Oh, here we go. I love that rhythm. That was so cool. Has like super weird reverb my guitar now, so might be doing something with that later. Okay, and now for the end of the marathon, and I hope you have been having fun. It's really cool to listen to a lot of songs in a row of the same band, because you get a real feel of their overall, output. So this is also again from the best of ELO. This is called Sweet Talkin' Woman. I love that all their it is like woman magic, and they repeat their even though it's different songs, they repeat their words and lyrics, and it's kind of like, I like it, it's positive, really cool. So here we go, Sweet Talkin' Woman, and here we go.
I was searching on a one-way street. I was hoping for a chance to meet. I was waiting for the operator on the line. She's gone so long. What can I do? Where could she be? No, don't know what I'm gonna do. I gotta get back to you. You gotta slow down. Sweet talking woman. You got me running, run. You got me searching. Hold on. Sweet talking woman. It's so sad, that's the way it's over. I was walking, many days gone by. I was thinking about the lonely nights, communication breaking all around. She's gone so long. What can I do? Where could she be? No, don't know what I'm gonna do. I gotta get back to you. You gotta slow down. Sweet talking woman. You got me running, run. You got me searching. Hold on. Sweet talking woman. It's so sad, that's the way it's over.
very cool. Very, very cool. Definitely the band found their formula and their sound, and that's what they were doing. I don't know if these are all from different I'm sure they are, or maybe they're from like the set, but all their songs have a very tight structure, which is a lot of orchestration and a lot of like catchy choruses. Most of them get backed up by some kind of like other vocalists, so they can harmonize, so it sounds very happy and the whole thing. And there's a lot of this happening. There's like playing like no. Oh. Oh. These licks like that kind of stuff, like doodle doodle doo bum 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 bum, like that kind of doodle doodle dum bum 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 bum. Like that kind of stuff. So that is like, I don't know, that's just like like a constant formula. Maybe just in the last song, because that's the one that I remember the most, but it just has like this feeling of there's a lot of stuff going on that you can decipher after multiple listenings, but very entertaining. I love it. Definitely, I can see why this is such a hit band, because this music just makes you feel good. You know, it's just happy music, and it's very easy to digest. It's like you don't even have to listen to the lyrics. Just the music takes you on a ride, and you just feel good. You don't even know why. That's what ELO does, at least for me, and I'm sure to most of people. Like, this is not. You don't put this on to, like, you know, read a sad book. This is like to dance, or, you know, to just be in a good mood, to go on a drive, and like the Dan, you know, like Steely Dan, you know. Well, Steely Dan, okay, you know, Steely Dan is totally different. Steely Dan, this is more classical influence. There's a lot of classical passages here. There's even, like, I heard some like Baroque stuff, and like, yeah, Steely Dan is more jazz. The lyrics are very dark, very, very problematic. It's all about drugs and sex, and it's, yeah. Steely Dan is very different, but I mean, I feel very good with Steely Dan, not because it's about drugs or sex, because the composition is very complex, and it feels very good to listen to. But I mean, you Steely Dan fans and ELO fans, I'm sure you know the difference. So, but yeah, this was a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Eric. This was great. I'm definitely going to show all these to Alexia, and I wish we could do more ELO reactions together with her. But this one was appointed to me. Thank you so much, Eric. I do appreciate it. And to get exposed, you know, to Electric Light Orchestra. And I hope you did enjoy. If you liked the video, let me know. This was a nice, you know, 6 song marathon. And like I said, after 6 songs, you know really what's up with the band. You know, you kind of like begin to decipher it all. And this was a lot of fun. So thank you. And I hope you did enjoy. And I hope to see you in the next video, guys. Take care.